Hi, y'all. So, yesterday was so surreal. I signed up for hospice, which was a call that I just couldn't even bring myself to punch the numbers into my phone. Very, very weird. I feel better now than I've felt in a long time, and the long time was all the time I was doing medication. So, now that I'm not doing that, I know I'm in this precarious state where I'm not stopping the cancer now. So I'm actually worse off in that regard, but I feel so much better and it doesn't feel real. So anyway, that's where we're at today. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in tears. The questions I was being asked were to do with whether I can toilet myself, dress myself, if I'm sleeping, can I feed myself? Can I do my own wash? Can I do my grocery shopping? I can do everything. How is it that I'm sitting here and having to make a call to register for hospice? None of this feels real. None of this makes sense. And yet, I had to do it just to get in the system. And on top of that, it's not even like it is in the lower 48. So here in Alaska, there's one staff member at hospice, not clinically certified, and everyone else is a volunteer, and they can do things to help Tim with caretaking of me or me to function, but I need a power of attorney to give me medication if I can't. They don't have a nurse on staff. I actually have to go for a doctor's appointment to meet with, thankfully, I'm already a patient of the one doctor that works with hospice here. But we're going to have a conversation next week about medically what my other practitioner that was in my prior video said I needed for hospice care if I'm to stay in Alaska. And the thing that's so frustrating about all of this is that while I'm privileged enough to be able to afford to go to Washington State and have family there, and I can register as a state citizen, I can then take part in the death with dignity laws. New York State, if they ever get their shit together and make it possible to have death with dignity medication there, I would go to my home there. I still want to be in Alaska. Alaska is the only place I've ever lived that I've chosen to live. It wasn't dictated by a job or who I was in love with, this is my home. This is the place that I've chosen. And so this is where I want to be. But we don't have death with dignity in Alaska, which is just nuts because we don't have healthcare either, not on the scale that there is in the lower 48. We also have a lot of challenges with weather, with transportation. So being here, especially in the winter, is going to pose me some significant issues. New York would be fine if I was on my way out, but I don't know how to know if I'm on my way out. If you listen to my prior video, it's liberating to be able to say that I'm not on medication anymore. It's freaking awesome. But at the same time, everything that was at the end of that video, that conversation with my practitioner, how on earth am I supposed to navigate if, I'm a little bit constipated, and does that mean I should start starving myself and not drinking so that I could die within 2 weeks so I don't have to have a ruptured intestine or bleed out internally? These are impossible decisions. And I'm so grateful for everyone who has commented on my prior video and talked about how helpful it's been for you. To the person, and I'm just going to keep identities private, but to the person who messaged me and told me about your loved one who passed and you didn't know if they did the end of life meds too soon, I am so grateful that you found some peace in knowing that what was coming would have prevented your partner's capability of taking end-of-life meds. I don't know where I'm going to end up. And I'm so glad all of this is helping so many of you, the private messages, the public messages. But I have to tell you, as cute as the little ending was where I burn all the side effect paperwork and, you know, patient logs and all of that and went kayaking, the reality is this freaking sucks. And I don't know how to get to the end of it. I just don't. Not in a way that's going to be comfortable and be where I want to be. So that we live in a country where every state feels like a mini country and we don't have the same rights across the entire country, that's a problem. It's been a problem in many topics, but this one is another, and we're just going to pile this on top. So yeah, I'm pretty frustrated, and I'm really angry, actually, not just frustrated. So yeah, the ending might have been cute on my last video, but it doesn't feel really cute on this side. And I'm glad I have my health when I'm not on the meds. There's just a lot to face when my time runs out. And I just don't know if I'm going to be comfortable or if I'm going to be in agony. And the agony part is the part that's what scares me. And having Tim watch it, that just disgusts me. Oh, that man needs a break. He just needs a break. So yeah, that's where we're at now. All right, I'm going to call it quits for right now, but I'll talk to you all soon.